What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Pretty sure for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Memphis Grizzlies. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing this video, but as you guys know, Morant just got ruled out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. Obviously, it's super unfortunate. He missed the first 25 games of the season. The team really struggled during that time. Then he comes back and they're starting to look good again. And now he's out for the rest of the year. I'm definitely wishing him the best, man. And with that being said, this injury really could have a huge impact on the future of the franchise. Obviously, they're going to be really bad this season and they're going to get a really good draft pick, which they can add to a really good young core. Again, obviously, this is horrible news, but that's kind of the silver lining here. This team already had a really good young core, and now it's gonna have an even better one. Anyways, man, the goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, let's get started with our rotation breakdown. At the one, we got Marcus Smart, who is 29 years old, 80 overall. He's having a pretty good season, 14 points a game, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He's not shooting the 3-ball too well, about 30% from deep. That's to be expected. Obviously, his main contribution is on defense, and he can also just be a veteran leader on this young team. Now, we do have Marcus Smart on the books for the next 3 years. It's about 19 M's this season, and it's going up to about 21.5 when he is 31 years old. It's not too much money, and again, I do like the fit here. I wouldn't mind keeping him around for this whole video, but it's really going to depend on how much he regresses. We'll just see what happens there. At the 2, we got Luke Kennard, who is 27 years old, 75 overall. Obviously, his main thing is he's a really good 3-point shooter, 39% from deep this season, which is lower than his previous years, but obviously it's still good. This team needs guard play and needs 3-point shooting, so Luke Kennard does have some value. But with that being said, he's making a pretty good amount of money, about 14.75 M's this season, and it's the same amount next year with the team option. I'm not opposed to keeping him around, but if I do that, it's going to be for less money, that's for sure. At the 3, we got Desmond Bane, who is 25 years old, 85 overall. He's had a bigger role this season with Morant out. I think he's made the most of it. 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 39% from deep. Ideally, I do want him at the 2 spot. He's only 6'5". We don't really have any small forwards right now. That's why we have him here. But either way, man, it's going to be safe for this entire video. Then at the 4, we got Jaren Jackson Jr., who is 24 years old, 86 overall. Obviously, he's a really good defender. He got depoy last year, and this season he's had a bigger role on offense, man. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks, and he's shooting 35% from deep. We'll take that. He's another guy who definitely is going to be safe for this entire video. And rounding out our starting 5 is Xavier Tillman, who is 24 years old, 76 overall. We've had a lot of injuries in the front court, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, we'll talk about that later. And Xavier Tillman hasn't been too bad, man. 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. He can kind of space the floor a little bit, 27% from deep this season. It's not great, especially for an undersized center, but obviously mostly goes to work down low, 61% shooting from the floor. I can't be mad at him, man. How much do I want to pay Xavier Tillman this offseason, though? That's the big question. He is on the last year of his rookie deal. I think I'd be willing to pay him. I don't know, man. Maybe like 10 M's per year, something like that. We'll just see what happens. Anyways, taking a look at the bench now, we got Santi Aldama, who is 22 years old, 77 overall. We don't really have a lot of floor spacing in the front court outside of Jaren Jackson Jr., but I guess Santi Aldama is our closest thing, 10 points a game this season, and he's shooting 34% from deep. That's not too bad. He's solid, man. I wouldn't mind keeping him around. We also got Derrick Rose in the mix, who is 35 years old, 76 overall, back in Memphis, which is where he played in college, so that's pretty cool. He's been a pretty decent backup this season, man. 8 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not much of a 3-point shooter, obviously, but I guess that's fine. He brings veteran leadership, that kind of stuff. I'm not mad at it. We also got David Roddy in the mix, who is 22 years old, 74 overall. He's pretty undersized, 6'4". That's not ideal for a small forward / power forward, and he's also not much of a 3-point shooter, only 28% from deep. Again, not the best when you're basically a guard. Who knows, man, he might progress to be nice for us. That would be a good bonus, but I'm not really banking on it. We also got another young guy here in Zaire Williams, who's 22 years old, 73 overall, 10th overall pick in 2021, man, but he hasn't looked too good so far. 8 points a game this season, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Also not much of a 3-point shooter. Again, that's kind of a trend with this team. We definitely need more floor spacing, but yeah, when it comes to Zaire Williams, he's been pretty decent as of late. He's had a few good games. Honestly, I'm just hoping that's going to boost his trade value. I'm not gonna lie, man, I doubt he's going to be around for this entire video. And the last guy in our 10-man rotation is Bismack Biyombo, who is 31 years old, 73 overall. Again, man, we've had a lot of front court injuries, so he has gotten some PT for us, and he's been pretty decent, but obviously I'm not really expecting a whole lot. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of these guys here. We got Jake LaRavia, who is 22 years old, 72 overall. We do need some wing players, man, so eventually he might crack our rotation, but obviously he's got a lot of work to do. We also got John Conchar in the mix, who is 27 years old, 71 overall. Maybe if he was shooting a little bit better from deep, then he might crack our rotation, but yeah, man, 32% from deep, that's not going to cut it. Now we got some injured guys here. Obviously Morant, who's still the face of our franchise, and yeah, it's going to be safe for this entire video. We also got Brandon Clark, who has been out for this entire season with an Achilles injury. It's really been a story of his career, man. He can't stay healthy. He's 27 years old on a good contract. It's a flat deal, 12 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. I do like him, man, but I might just use him as salary filler. I don't really know. And then last but not least, I got Steven Adams, who is also out for the entire season with a knee injury. It's kind of the same thing, man. He's another good center who can't really stay healthy healthy, and he's also on a movable contract, 12.6 M's this season. Same for next year. He's already 30 years old, man. He's probably going to start to regress pretty soon. I do like him a lot, man, but he's not a part of my future plans. Speaking of future plans, though, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan. Starting off with season 1, it's pretty simple, man. I just want a tank, to be honest with you. Like I said, we already got a good young core. I'd rather just add another young piece. I think that would really help us out in the long run. Then for season 2, I definitely want to find a new starting center. You know, we got a bunch of okay guys right now: Xavier Tillman, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark even. Honestly, I don't think any of them are good enough to be the starting center on a championship team. So yeah, we definitely got to get that. And then for season 3, per usual, buy if necessary. If we still haven't won a championship by then obviously I'd be willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. We'll just see how that goes. But anyways, that's a look at our 3-year game plan, man. Let's not waste any more time. We're 13-23 this season, the 13th seed in the Western Conference. Let's just get this inning and be bad. Alrighty, man, we won 29-53, which once again was the game plan. We should get a really good pick, so that's great. But anyways, we got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. As yeah, I doubt we're gonna have anything, and yeah, we don't, but that's fine. What about the NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this here. Anything for the Grizzlies? We got Jaren Jackson Jr. all defensive second team. That's pretty good, and I guess that's it for us. It looks like we had the 5th worst record in the NBA. We'll take that. Let's take a look at the stats now. Ja Morant led the way for us, but obviously he was injured, so let's keep it moving here. We got Desmond Bane, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And let's see, he shot 43% from deep. That's really good. What else do we got here? Luke Kennard, 42%. Santi Aldama, 35%. And that's it for us, man. Like I said, we don't have a lot of 3-point shooting. We definitely got to work on that. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of this, we got Jaren Jackson Jr., 19 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Then we also got Marcus Smart here, averaging 13 points a game to go along with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And our main guy off the bench was actually Santi Aldama, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time though. Let's sim these playoffs. Alrighty, obviously I do not care how the rest of this thing goes, so let's just get into it. As let's see, it's gonna be the Celtics and the Nuggets here, and it's gonna be the Celtics winning it all. But Nikola Jokic Finals MVP, that's interesting. Shout out to him, I guess. Now it's time for the moment of truth though, man. What pick are we gonna get here? As we got the 5th best odds, like we said. Let's rip the band-aid off, as we got pick number 6. That's tough. I mean, it's still gonna be a good player, so I can't complain. Let's go to draft night and check it out. Alrighty, man, now we're here pick number 6, and we got some really good options here. We got Modest B. Zealous, we got Isaiah Collier, Cody Williams as well. I think I want to go with Modest B. Zealous though. You know, we need that floor spacing small forward. I think he can be that guy for us. He's 18 years old, 6'10", really good size, really good shot making. I like that pick, man. Modest B. Zealous, welcome to the Grizzlies. Now we're here for agency. I'm gonna re-sign Luke Kennard, 3.5 M's, 1 year. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. We also got to re-sign Xavier Tillman, 8 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. That sounds pretty good to me, and it sounds good to him too. And I'm also gonna try to sign Jay Crowder, man. We need some veteran wing depth. Let's do 4.5 M's, 1 year. Will he say yes to this? And he will. Great. Now we're here player progression, and we do got a lot of green arrows. That's good to see. We got Ja Morant up 2 to 94. We got Jaren Jackson Jr. up 1 to an 87. Let's see, we also got Desmond Bane up 1 to an 86. And Modest B. Zealous did go up 2 to 78. That's just because I made him a small forward. Like I said, that's what I want to run him at. But anyways, man, we got David Roddy up 2 to 76. And Steven Adams down 4 to 76. That's really tough. What else do we got here? We got Zaire Williams up 2 to 75. We got Jay Crowder down 1 to 75. D Rose down 2 to 74. And then we got Jake LaRavia up 1 to 73. Vince Williams Jr. up 1 to 74. And GG Jackson up 1 to 69. So that's a look at the team, man. I feel really good about it. Obviously, now that we got Ja Morant back, best believe we're trying to be competitive right now. In fact, I already got a trade in mind. Let's get into it. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Steven Adams, Zaire Williams, Jake LaRavia, and also 2025 first round pick to the Brooklyn Nets for Nicholas Claxton and Gary Harris. The Nets are really one of those middle of the pack teams. You know, they're not very good. I think what they should be looking for is young players and draft capital. With this trade, you're going to get 2 young players, Zaire Williams, 23, and also Jake LaRavia, 22, and you're also getting a first round pick on top of that. And then for us, man, I think Claxton can be our starting center of the future. Him and Jaren Jackson Jr., man, that's a really good defensive front court. Let's see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. Nicholas Claxton, welcome to the team. And that's the team for your team, man. We got Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Modest B. Zealous, Jaren Jackson Jr., and also Nicholas Claxton. Off the bench, you got Marcus Smart, Santi Aldama, Brandon Clark, Jay Crowder, and also Luke Kennard. I don't think we can win a championship just yet, but honestly, you never know. Let's get the simming and find out. Hey man, don't call it a comeback. The boys are hooping this season. We went 58-24. We'll definitely take that. Nikola Jokic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this here. As hold on, bro. We got Trae Young and LeBron James on the Utah Jazz, and they're both All-NBA first team. That's insane. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, we do got Ja Morant All-NBA second team. And what else we got here? Jaren Jackson Jr. All defensive second team for the 2nd year in a row. And we also got Modest B. Zealous All rookie first team. You love to see it. And you love to see this too, man. We're the #1 1 seed in the Western Conference. Let's get it. But anyways, let's take a look at the stats now. So we got Morant leading the way, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 steal. And let's see, he shot 34% from deep. Not the best, but it is what it is. We do got Desmond Bane 43%. That's really good. And what else we got here? Luke Kennard 44. And then we also got Jay Crowder 36%. It's not a lot of 3-point shooting, man. I thought we would be a lot better on paper. That's definitely still something we got to work on. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats now. We got Desmond Bane 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And then we got Jaren Jackson Jr. 16 points to go along with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. What about his new frontcourt partner, Nicholas Claxton? He averaged 13 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Yeah, man, that's a really good defensive duo. And then we got a rookie here, Modest Buzelis, averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Those are pretty good numbers. And then our main guy off the bench was Luke Kennard, who averaged 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks, okay? Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Tim Hardaway Jr., Grant Williams, and also Derek Lively. It's a good team, man. I'm going to shorten the rotation just to be safe. Let me do that real quick. All right, this looks pretty good to me. I give more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench. And I did take Jay Crowder out of it just to make it a 9-man rotation. So let's get into this thing. As we do win game 1, that's good. It is 1-1 now. That's totally fine. Did not think I'd sweep them. But let's see. It's 2-2 now. Come on, bro. 3-2. Can we close this thing out? And we can. There we go. That was a little scary, bro. But now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Austin Reeves, Bruce Brown now. That's interesting. Then they got Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt, and also Anthony Davis. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not too afraid of this team. But hopefully I'm not gonna jinx it. As we are up 2-0 now. Oh, is it gonna be that easy? It is not gonna be that easy. Okay, 3-1, 3-2. Please no game 7, and that's what we got. Bro, if we blow a 3-0 lead, I'm gonna be so heated. Let's see. We do win the first quarter. We win the second quarter. Okay, so we are gonna win this thing, man. I was a little bit worried there for a second. Bro, that would have been an all-time jinx right there, but we do move on to the conference finals, and now we're going up against the OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort. Then they got Jalen Williams and also Chet Holmgren. It's a good young team, man, but I think we can beat them. So let's get into it. As we win game 1, it is 2-0 us now. 3-0 us, bro, no shot. Okay, I was gonna say, please do not blow a 3-1 lead. There we go. So we do move on to the NBA Finals. Now we're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and also Jared Allen. It's the same starting 5, man. It's a really good team. So let's get into it. As we win game 1 there, it is 2-0 us now. 3-0 us. And they do win 1 game. Come on, bro. Close this thing out. There we go. The Memphis Grizzlies have won a championship in year 2. And look who led the way, man. Ja Morant, Finals MVP. 33 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. That's a really good comeback story, man. Shout out to him. And it looks like Ja Morant led the way in the closeout game, man. 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. We also got Nicholas Claxton doing his thing. 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Let's see. Desmond Bane, 23 points, and 9 assists. And how about the rookie, man? Modest Buzelis, 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 blocks. That's insane. Shout out to him. And how about Ja Morant in the whole playoffs, man? 30 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal. And bro shot 40% from deep. That's ridiculous. We also got Desmond Bane here, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And he shot 44% from deep. That's really good. And Jaren Jackson Jr. played well too, man. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. He even shot 34% from deep. I'm not mad at it. Hey man, we went from not making the playoffs in year 1 to winning a championship in year 2. That's a really big jump, and we still got 1 more year to go. Let's keep it moving and try to go back to back. Alrighty, so we did have pick number 30 in the upcoming draft, but it is going to the Brooklyn Nets as a part of that trade for Nicholas Claxton. I'm totally fine with that, man. Let's skip the draft. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but for some reason we can't make any offers in free agency, which could be a problem because we got like Santi Aldama on a qualifying offer, and the same for David Roddy also. And then we got guys like Luke Kennard, Jay Crowder we got to resign. Like, bro, this could be very bad. Let's just move on to player progression, and I guess fingers crossed that nothing gets messed up here, but I'm a little bit worried, man. Let's check it out. Yeah, so it looks like we did bring everybody back. I mean, we got David Roddy, we got Santi Aldama, and let's see, we also got Luke Kennard and Jay Crowder. I guess they're just on the same deal as last year. I don't really know. That's interesting, man. I definitely would have liked to have made some moves in free agency, but I guess it is what it is. Anyways, let's take a look at this thing here. As we got Ja Morant staying put, Jaren Jackson Jr. up 1-88. We also got Nicholas Claxton up 1-86. Desmond Bane, man, down 1-85. That's pretty tough. But we do have Modest Buzelis up 3-81. We got Marcus Smart down 1-79, and then David Roddy up 2-78. What else do we got here? We got Jay Crowder down 1-74. Same for Gary Harris. That's not too much of a surprise. This is though, man. GG Jackson up 4-73. That's good. And and that's going to be it for us. So yeah, a bit of a weird offseason, but obviously it was out of my hands. That's just 2K at the end of the day, man. But either way, let's move on to season 3. Alrighty, so the team is looking like John Morant, Desmond Bane, Modest Zealous, Jaren Jackson Jr., and also Nicholas Claxton. Off the bench, we got Marcus Smart, we got Santi Aldama, David Roddy, Brandon Clark, and also Luke Kennard. We do need a little bit more 3-point shooting, man, that's for sure. But honestly, that's really my only complaint. Let's send to the trade deadline and see if there's any moves we got to make. Alrighty, so we're at the trade deadline and we are 32-19, the second seed in the Western Conference. That's not too bad, but let's look around for some trades. Alright, man, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Brandon Clark and GG Jackson to the Los Angeles Lakers, so Wendell Carter Jr. You know, like I said earlier, the Lakers don't have LeBron James anymore. It's definitely time for them to look towards the future. In this trade, they're going to get GG Jackson, a nice young small forward, and that's nice because they really only have older wings. And you're also getting Brandon Clark, who really is only a small downgrade from Wendell Carter Jr. That's not too bad. And for us, man, I really do want a backup center who can space the floor. You know, because they got Claxton as our starting center. I mean, it's not like Wendell Carter Jr. is a knockdown shooter, you know, 31% from deep this season. It's obviously not the best, but still, that's an upgrade over Brandon Clark. Let's see if they will say yes to this deal. They're saying no. I was kind of hoping to avoid giving them any draft capital, but I'll give you guys a second round pick. They're still saying no. Come on, bro. One more second round pick here, and they're still saying no. All right, one more second round pick. That's really my best offer. And there it is. Did I overpay for that? Maybe. But hey, man, we're trying to win a championship. I think that's going to help us. And that's the team for year 3. We got John Morant, Desmond Bane, Modest Zealous, Jaren Jackson Jr., and also Nicholas Claxton. Off the bench now, we got Wendell Carter Jr., Marcus Smart, David Roddy, Santi Aldama, and also Luke Kennard. It's a really good team, man. That's for sure. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, man, so we went 57-25 this season. We'll definitely take that. Nikola Jokic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? We got John Morant, All-NBA first team. That's really good to see. Is there anything else here for us? There is no Jaren Jackson Jr. on an all-defensive team. That's a little bit surprising, and I guess that's it for us. I can't complain, though. We're the second seed in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the stats now. John Morant led the way for us. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal. And let's see. He shot 35% from deep. That's really good. We also got Desmond Bane, 44%. We got Modest Zealous, 36%. We got Jaren Jackson Jr., 38%. Then we got Wendell Carter Jr., 35%. We got Santi Aldama, 37%. David Roddy, 36%. And we even got Luke Kennard, 41%. We got some shooters, man. That's a really good sign. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, we got Desmond Bane, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. We also got Modest Zealous, looking really good in his second year. He averaged 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. What else do we got here, man? Jaren Jackson Jr., 16 points, to go along with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. And our main guy off the bench was Wendell Carter Jr., who averaged 10 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Golden State Warriors. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup, as they got Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Andrew Wiggins, Cam Johnson, and also Usman Garuba. It's a good team, but I think that we are better. Let's get into it. As we win game 1, let's see, it is 1-1 now. 2-1 us, that's good. Let's see, 2-2. Yeah, bro, let's shorten this rotation. I probably should have done that a while ago. That's my bad. All right, man, you guys know the deal. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench, and I did take Luke Kennard out of it. So let's get into this thing. As let's see, it is 3-2 us. Please no game 7. And there we go. Okay, now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Phoenix Suns. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Justin Edwards, Kevin Durant, and also Nikola Vucevic. It's a good team, man, but it definitely is an older one. So let's get into it. As we lose game 1, let's see, it is 2-0 them. 2-1, way to bounce back there, boys. 3-1. I already shortened the rotation, man. Can we make the comeback? And no, we cannot. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm pretty surprised we lost that series. Let's go into sim the rest of this thing here. As let's see, it's gonna be the Portland Trailblazers winning it all, and it is Scoot Henderson, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Obviously, it's not the best way to end the video, but it is what it is. I mean, we got a lot of guys in their prime, man. John Morant, 26. Same for Jaren Jackson Jr. We also got Desmond Bane and Nicholas Claxton, 27. Then we got Modest Zealous, 20. We got Wendell Carter Jr., 27. We got Santi Aldama, 25. Same for David Roddy. It's a good team, man. I'm happy with how it came out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.